Guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. So today I've got in Addiesdive. It's a pilot's watch. I'll put the model number in front of me. I'm a little bit late getting this in. I've seen quite a lot of people on social media, YouTube and stuff, saying how good this watch was, and a couple of people have even said they sold their San Martin variant to get this one in. So with that being said, I've seen those comments and I was like, can it be for real? Sort of like you're talking half the price and they're saying it's equally as good. So I had to get one in. I bought this in a little while ago, and first impressions are not bad, you know. I don't want to give too much away given the fact that I want you to watch the whole video and I want you to sort of see where I go with it as we go through the video. But it's sort of reminiscent of days gone by when you could go on AliExpress and you could spend 50-60 quid and get a well-spec'd, decent watch. It's kind of back to those days, and I thought they were gone. But fortunately, there's still a few gems on there. This watch did feature on my 11/11 sale video. It was one that I really wanted to get in. I couldn't get it in prior to the video being made. But as I said, I will get it out as soon as possible after that fact. Here you go. This is like I said, this is the video, and like I said, I think it's one that you may want to consider. I'll say one disclaimer. I'm keeping it, so that's what I'm going to say. Is yeah, I'll stop going on. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for tuning back in, and without further ado, let's get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys and girls, so this is the watch. As you can see, it's the Addiesdive. Comes in the usual briefcase sort of style outer shell that it comes in. Quite protective. I don't mind them. That's the watch. I've put everything underneath for now, so it didn't sort of start scratching or anything. The watch itself comes with, as you can see, I've taken out 4 links for it to fit my wrist. User manual, warranty card unsigned. Nothing surprising there. Comes with a hang tang that's also in this protective sleeve that it came in also. But yeah, that's the packaging. Nothing to write home about. And then this is the watch. Just to let you know, guys, with this watch you can also pick it up so it's not, you can get it so it's not sterile, and you can also pick it up in black, blue and green, I believe. On those watches you also get the signed elements that I don't have, but we'll run through that as we go through the watch. The model number for this, just bear with me one second, guys. Just got to take the watch off that I'm wearing, so that I can do a wrist shot. I'll just give you an idea of what it is. It's the Chronos Subby Homage that will be featuring soon. But let me just get on with this. So yeah, the model number for this is the MY-H2S. Inside it's running a Seiko NH35 movement. You won't be able to see it because it's not an exhibition case back, but I'll show you the case back in just a few moments. The case, fixed bezel, crown, case back, solid end links, bracelet. Like I said, I'll show you now. Just sterile, solid end links, bracelet, and press clasp, but all 316L stainless steel. The case thickness of this watch is 11.8 millimeters. The diameter, when you go from the 8 to the 2, it comes in at 39.1 millimeters. When you go from the 9 to the 3, including the crown, it does come in at 42.6 millimeters. The lug width on this is 20 millimeters, but it does taper down to 17.8 millimeters. So if you want to change the clasp to a mil clasp, which I know is quite popular, you will need to get an 18 mil clasp, so it fits nicely. The lug to lug of this is 49.2, so that's the tip to tip position. That's there. It's 49.2. That does continue to be that sort of length, given the fact they are female end links, and they do sort of conform quite nicely inwards on the bracelet and at the end links. The bezel, as I've already said, is a fixed bezel, brushed, which is consistent with the watch because pretty much all the elements, if not all, are brushed. As I showed you the case back before, like I said, this is a completely sterile version. I wasn't completely sure how it was going to arrive, but they've said this is consistent with what they do. If you get a sterile dial, all the elements are sterile, so it's just screwed down, sterile case back, all brushed again. The crown is at the 3 o'clock, and that is also that is also sterile, and it is also screwed down. But I'll show you that when I look at the dial in a bit more detail. I was a bit surprised. I was expecting it to come with signed elements. So yeah, I have made my position clear on that. I think they need to be a bit clear on the advert on their page in terms of what you get. But it's no biggie. And I've got a few ideas for this watch in the pipeline. The strap material is stainless steel, as I've said. Actually quite a nice bracelet. Conforms quite nicely. Links are done very nicely. And they are push pins. And as you saw, I had to take four out, two from either side for it to fit my wrist. The clasp it comes on is only a press clasp, again unsigned, but that's pretty consistent with the rest of this watch. But yeah, pressed, not my favourite, to be honest, press clasps. The crystal covering that dial is a flat bit of sapphire crystal, and it has got blue AR coating on there. You'll be able to see in different sort of lighting conditions, it's blue. But yeah, sapphire crystal. So yeah, all the elements are screwed down, so I don't envisage there being any problem with the water resistance. The weight will appear in the top right hand corner. It's in and around 127 grams with 4 links taken out. So that would probably take you up to about 140 grams with all the links in. But let's have a look at the dial now, guys, in a bit more detail. So what you have, you've got a minute track going around the outer edge. It's all printed. It's all sort of painted on, all printed, and all loomed. So all those sort of like thicker, sort of off-white, yellowy colour you can see is all loomed. And actually, I'll bring that up now just so you can have a good look at the loom. The loom's done very, very well, actually. Very cool part of the watch. So yeah, every hour you've got slightly larger sort of printed elements just to denote the hours. Just below the indices or the applied marker at the 12, you've got the sort of triangle with the spots either side, which is pretty synonymous really with a pilot or Flieger style watch, and that's why I kind of got it sterile, because I think that's a little bit more traditional. But let's put it to that position for now so you can see. As you saw, the movement did hack. Inside the minute track, you've got numbers everywhere apart from the 12 o'clock because it's making way for that triangle. As I say, the elements are all loomed. The hands are done to a good standard, high polished, and they do reach out to very good proportions. The hour sort of kisses the inside of the numerals. The minute sort of reaches out halfway into the minute track, and the second indices reaches a very similar position to the minute hand. So no problems really with the proportions. And as I said, it is a Seiko NH35 movement, which gives you a date. It is a hand winding movement, so if I turn it now, I'll be able to feel some resistance as it's charging. Take it out to the first position, if it will let me, and then I should be able to change the date. There you go. And if I take it all the way out, it will hack again, and then I can change the time as I wish. I'll put it at 10:10 now. They're my two favourite positions to show the dial of the watch, just because it lets you see everything. But yeah, that's the watch, that's the dial. Not as much going on this as you would get with some of their other ones, because obviously I've opted for the sterile version, just because I wanted it to look more in keeping with what you'd expect to get on sort of the older style Flieger style watches. And like I said, I've got a couple of ideas. So I've already purchased a bund style strap, which I will splice in. I'll probably do it now actually, so you can have a good look at what it looks like on this strap. I was just going to get a normal leather strap with the sort of 2 buttons on either side, because it's normally what you'd get on a pilot's watch, Flieger watch. But I wanted something a little bit different, so let me know what you think about that. I will leave a link to the strap in the description if it's something you like. But yeah, that's the dial, guys. That's the watch. Let me just pop it on the wrist quickly, give you an idea of what it looks like on me. My wrist is just above a 7-inch wrist, and as you saw at the start, I did have to take out 4 links for it to fit my wrist, and that's how it fits me. I think it's a really, really cool size. I can see why this watch is so popular, to be honest. Lots to like about it, I'll be honest, lots to like. But yeah, that would now take me on to what I think is pants and pukka about the watch. As you'll know, if you've ever watched before, I always start with pants. I like to go on a high with pukka. So what I think is pants. Really, guys, I'm really struggling, because you can pick this up on sales for sort of 50 odd pound, and with the elements you're getting and the brush finishing and stuff, yeah, it's a lot. It's very difficult to criticize. But The only thing if I was nitpicking I would mention is the press clasp, to be honest. I think the press clasp, they've got to stop doing that on steel dives and Addiesdives. They've got to start investing in mill clasps. They're not that expensive. So yeah, it would only be that. It does come with 3 levels of micro adjustment. As you can see, I'm using the middle one at the moment. Double safety pushes and safety catch, but pressed. Yeah, would rather it not be pressed. So yeah, but listen guys, that's all I've got really, to be honest, for pants, and for good reason, just because it's well spec'd, well made for the price. So yeah, press clasp. What I think is pukka, this is going to be a hell of a lot longer. So the sapphire crystal, yeah, with the AR coating not hurting it, but sapphire crystal, always a winner for me. The movement, Seiko MY-H2S movement, these are becoming more sought after given the fact there's been production issues. The dial, I do like how quintessential it looks as a pilot's watch, and I'm really hoping that my choice to change the strap will be rewarded. The loom on this, as you would have seen, is phenomenal. Really better than I would have expected, to be quite honest, given it's not even a dive watch. Yeah, it's very good. The size, 39mm, lug to lug's not too bad either. A little bit longer maybe than I would have expected given the diameter, but yeah, the size is very good. The bracelet's not even too bad, you know. I think at some point I may invest in a mill clasp just to complement the bracelet, just so I've got a bit of variety if I want to wear it on the leather strap or the stainless steel one. The fit and finish, so let me just undo this. Like the finishing at the lugs is very good. It conforms nicely. The bracelets is very well integrated and well put together. The brushing on here is longitudinal brushing, and it's all done to a good standard. I have no issues with the brushing. It looks very consistent, not aggressive and stuff in other places. It looks very nice. And the price, guys, as I say, you can pick this watch up for around £50, $60 odd, which is fascinating to me. I know this watch has got a lot of love, and now I've got one, I completely understand. I've got to say, I think the hype is real. But yeah, before I jump onto that, let me just surmise quickly. I'd say the sapphire crystal, the movement, the dial, the loom, the size, the bracelet, the fit and finish, and the price is what I think is pukka. And here we go. Before I jump the gun, would I recommend this watch? 1,000,000%. I would definitely recommend this watch, guys. This watch is a banger for the price. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it, but I will be keeping it. I need to get rid of a couple of my own watches anyway, so this is going to be taking their place. Very cool watch. And let me know what you think as to what it looks better on the stainless steel or the leather strap that I fitted. And yeah, so I'd recommend this watch. I will leave a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, but as you know, affiliate links don't cost you any more. But guys, thank you for tuning back in, and I'd be very keen to know what you think about this watch and maybe any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always say, don't forget to like and subscribe, and always watch the time. Take care, guys. All the very best.